You know when you watch Succession and become mesmerized by Shiv Roy? It's not because she's the prettiest in the cast. It's because she has that thing that makes all the powerful men in the room pay attention when she speaks. She doesn't need to shout to be heard. She doesn't need to show cleavage to be desired. She simply is. There's something there that isn't visible, but is devastatingly powerful, and most women have never learned to use it. Carol here from Lucrative Elegance, and today I'm going to tell you the 3 secrets that make some women absolutely irresistible while others, even spending a fortune on clothes and treatments, remain invisible. If you want to learn to be truly elegant and transform your elegance into something lucrative, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and leave that like. Because what I'm going to teach you today will make you stand out in any environment, from work meetings to family dinners. I remember a colleague from university when I was teaching. On the first day, nobody paid attention to her, neither pretty nor ugly, nothing special. But within a few weeks, she became the talk of the hallways. Professors respected her opinions, colleagues competed for her friendship, married men would look away when she passed by. She wasn't the prettiest, but she had a posture, a calmness, a magnetic presence that made everyone want to be near her. And I became obsessed with discovering what she knew that the rest of us didn't. First secret: the difference between being seen and being remembered. The average woman thinks image is the dress. The magnetic woman understands that image is the silence before she speaks. Presence is the voice that speaks when you haven't said a word yet. Our body posture has profound effects on our emotional state, self-confidence, and even on how others perceive us. But here's what they don't tell you: 93% of communication is nonverbal. So why the hell do we still think buying the most expensive bag will solve our presence problems? While most are still posting dance videos on Instagram thinking that attracts, the magnetic woman attracts through what she doesn't show. The average woman enters a party worried if her outfit is fashionable. The magnetic woman enters knowing that she is fashion. The difference? She understands that elegance isn't about what you wear, but how you inhabit your body in space. Studies from 2025 prove that when you adopt confident postures, your brain releases testosterone, the power hormone, and reduces cortisol, the stress hormone. It's literally possible to hack your confidence through posture. Children who assumed open and expansive postures reported better mood and greater self-esteem, especially in school matters. The first secret is this: intentional body presence. When Lee Radziwill entered an environment, she didn't need to say anything. There was something in the way she walked, how she observed, how she smiled with discretion. She was the embodiment of silent luxury. Impeccable clothes, refined posture, and a look that said everything without needing to speak. She wasn't just well-dressed, she was the environment. Shoulders back, spine erect, deliberate and measured movements. She knows she's being observed and uses this to her advantage, not against her. But look, I'm not telling you to walk like a robot. Women report feeling more confident wearing heels, as this alters body posture, projects power, and lengthens the silhouette. That's why I always say, if you're going to wear heels, wear them knowing why. Use them to give you this psychological advantage, not just because it looks pretty. The average woman imitates Instagram poses. The magnetic woman develops her own body language. She knows that magnetism comes from the inside out, not the other way around. Here's a brutal truth: you don't need to be beautiful. You need to be unforgettable. Second secret: the silent power of elite visual codes. High-class women never wear clothes with visible brands. They don't need to prove anything. The fabric, the cut, the silence speak for them. Here's a truth nobody tells you: the most elegant women of 2025 aren't following trends. They're creating their own visual codes based on silent but powerful investment pieces. The average woman asks, "What's in fashion?" The magnetic woman asks, "What communicates who I am?" Think of Lauren Santo Domingo. She doesn't follow trends, she dictates them. Her style is a silent lesson on how true luxury doesn't need a label. Neutral colors, structured cuts, impeccable fabrics, and an almost aristocratic elegance that never shouts. She built a visual vocabulary so coherent that just one detail lets you know it's her. Nothing is random. Each choice communicates belonging, sophistication, and mastery of her own style. The second secret is mastering the art of personal curation based on invisible wealth codes. Luxury trends for 2025 show a clear movement: quality over quantity, with focus on craftsmanship, unique details, and pieces that transcend seasons. Want to look rich without spending much? Trade excessive noisy accessories for a single discreet item, but made of impeccable material. A simple gold chain is worth more than 5 golden necklaces that stain. The average woman buys what's on sale. The magnetic woman invests in what will last decades. She knows that how you dress directly influences your body language and how others perceive you. That's why I created my course, Look Rich Without Spending Much, to teach exactly these visual codes that wealthy women use instinctively. How to choose pieces that communicate sophistication even costing a fraction of the price. How to combine textures and proportions to create looks that cost a tenth of what they appear to cost. The course is at promotional launch price because I'm releasing the lessons gradually. As soon as it's complete, the price goes up to full price, without discount. It's your chance to learn the secrets that took me years to discover by observing wealthy women in high-class environments. The link is in the description. Back to codes. The lazy luxury trend of 2025 shows that the most chic women are opting for apparently simple pieces but made with exceptional materials. That white shirt in Egyptian cotton, the cashmere that looks basic but costs a fortune, the jeans that have the perfect fit because they were cut by tailors. Elegance isn't about being seen, it's about being remembered with admiration. Third secret, the art of elegant mystification. Your signature can be a lipstick shade, a unique way of styling your hair, a specific way of sitting. The secret is that, over time, people associate that with you. Because true elegance is when the world recognizes your presence without you saying your name. Here's what separates an interesting woman from a forgettable one: the ability to express individuality through unique details and personal touches that redefine luxury in subtle but striking ways. Tilda Swinton isn't conventionally beautiful by traditional standards, but she is absolutely magnetic. Why? Because she developed a visual persona so singular that you recognize her from miles away. She doesn't try to please everyone, she pleases intensely the right people, and these are the people who matter. The third secret is the courage of authentic differentiation within class codes. I'm not telling you to wear bizarre or flashy clothes. I'm telling you to find your unique codes within established elegance. The 2025 runways show a clear return to individuality and personal style, moving away from the uniform minimalism that dominated recent seasons. The most elegant women are returning to betting on personality, but a sophisticated personality, not vulgar. It could be a niche perfume that nobody else knows, a specific way of tying Hermes scarves, a collection of vintage jewelry that tells a story without shouting. The average woman desperately tries to fit in. The magnetic woman creates her own pattern and makes others want to fit into it. Remember Anna Wintour? Everyone knows her Chanel haircut, her Chanel sunglasses, her impeccable but consistent style for decades. She doesn't change radically each season trying to follow trends. She refines, she evolves, but always within her established visual identity. The formula is this: consistency with controlled evolution. You can't be a visually different person at each social event. People need to start recognizing you, associating certain visual characteristics exclusively with you. The truth about female magnetism and social power. Research from 2025 on color psychology shows that certain tones, like cardinal red, increase the perception of confidence and power by up to 30%, while earthy colors like chocolate and camel transmit sophistication and economic stability. But here's the plot twist nobody tells you. True magnetism comes when you stop trying to impress everyone and start intensely impressing the right people. When you develop a visual identity so clear and powerful that it naturally attracts those who resonate with your elevated energy, the average woman wants to please everyone and ends up impressing no one. The magnetic woman wants to be unforgettable to some, and these some are exactly the people who can open doors in your life. Why do you think certain actresses remain relevant decades later? Like Meryl Streep, Diane Keaton, Helen Mirren? Because they created an image so consistent and powerful that it transcends passing fashions. They understood that physical beauty disappears, but magnetic presence is built and can last forever. And there's more. Magnetic women understand the power of controlled mystery. They don't tell everything about themselves in first conversations. They dose information. They leave people curious, wanting to know more. While the average woman dumps her entire life on social media, the magnetic one cultivates fascination through what she chooses not to reveal. Now you know the 3 secrets: intentional body presence, mastery of elite visual codes, and sophisticated authentic differentiation. But knowing isn't enough. You need to practice, refine, develop with consistency. If this video inspired you to take your elegance to the next level and you want to be part of a community of women who understand the value of sophistication, consider becoming a channel sponsor through our membership club. With values starting at $4.99, you get access to exclusive content about etiquette, personal style development, and image strategies that I don't share anywhere else. Just click the Become a Member button. Remember, you're not competing to be the prettiest in the room. You're working to be the most memorable. And that, dear friend, is an art that can be learned, refined, and transformed into real power. Being beautiful attracts glances. Being magnetic opens doors. And the right doors, my dear, change destinies. See you in the next video.